Sonic's Green Hills Adventures, Season 1, Chapter 7, Jessica's Punishment. Sonic's Point of View.
I walked into school when I saw my friends giggling about something. "Hey guys, so what are you laughing about?" I asked curiously as they saw me walk up to them.
Oh, just about what Jessica's punishment was.
Crystal said with a satisfied smirk. "Oh, and what was that?" I asked curiously.
She got expelled for a whole month.
Crystal replied happily.
I heard that her parents were so mad at her that she was grounded for the whole time.
Joey said with a satisfied smirk, which I couldn't blame him for, after witnessing his friends getting hurt by Jessica like that.
Well, I heard that she's being forced to go to therapy. So her parents think she's losing it or something.
Marina added nervously. "Is there any proof that the rumors are true?" Asked seriously.
Actually, yes, Principal Walker posted it on the school website's news section. She wanted to make sure that students don't try something like this again.
Marina explained enthusiastically as they all hugged me in celebration. I was relieved, but I genuinely hope that the therapist can heal her mental state. "Well, we better get to class," I said once we finished the hug.
Oh, you're right. Well, I'll see you three in music. Bye.
Marina said before she headed to her first class. "Bye, Marina, see you then," I said in return as I followed Joy and Crystal to the gym.
Hey, Sonic, are you okay? You seem a little off.
Crystal asked worryingly. "I just hope Jessica's mental state is fixed by that therapy. She might be a hug jerk, but that doesn't mean I want her to lose her sanity or something like that," I told them honestly.
You must too.
Joey said in agreement.
Meanwhile at Jessica's house, Jessica was in her room pacing like a paranoid teen.
I'm still calling the government officials. The only two problems are, how do I get one of their phone numbers? And even if I did, would they believe me about Sonic still being on Earth?
Jessica told herself as she continued to pace. Then she heard a knock on her door. It was her mother, Diana.
Come on, Jessica. It's time to go to your therapy appointment.
Diana said firmly.
Coming, Mom.
Jessica said begrudgingly as she opened the door and followed Dinah to the car where her father, Jess, was waiting.
"Jessica, what took you so long? We could have been late."
Jess asked in a scolding tone as he started up the car. 20 minutes later they arrived at the therapist's office, on time.
You musty Jessica Mills, come on in.
Dr. Regina said as she allowed Jessica to enter her office.
So, Jessica, your parents tell me that you've been getting a little extra at school. Care to explain why you're here in better detail?
Dr. Regina asked gently.
I don't know what my parents are talking about. I was just saying the truth when I saw Sonic walk into my gym class.
Jessica explained hostilely as she got really intense.
Well, now I see what they meant by extreme, however, with Sonic.
Dr. Regina asked as she took some notes on Jessica's outburst.
We don't know about him, but everyone in Green Hills knows about him. Are you living under a rock? Well, he's a blue anthropomorphic hedgehog who has secretly been living in Green Hills and spying on us for the last 10 years. That is until the massive blackout that happened a little over a week ago. The next thing I witnessed was that because a crazy guy from the government that was chasing him to follow him through a strange portal that led to Green Hills. And thanks to that, the crazy guy almost destroyed the town just to get Sonic.
Jessica replied, as she was getting angrier at Sonic by the second.
So you blame Sonic for the town almost getting destroyed?
Dr. Regina asked, trying to understand what Jessica's way of thinking was, as she wrote down notes about Sonic.
It's not just that. He's technically a freebie to the government, and yet just yesterday, he showed up at my school as an official student, Green Hills Junior High and High School.
Jessica told Dr. Regina as she got up from her chair and began to pace around the office, also as she got even more angry, just from thinking about Sonic.
Well, is there anything else about Sonic that bothers you?
Dr. Regina asked seriously.
There's the fact that an only super speedy hedgehog is allowed to come to our human school, despite all that happened a week ago when he should be in a government lab.
Jessica said with absolutely no remorse for.
Do you even know what he's like? I mean, if he really deserves to be taken by the government, he has to be hurting people.
Dr. Regina asked seriously, trying to get through to Jessica.
Well, no. He hasn't hurt anybody for the whole week since the incident where someone could have been killed happened.
Jessica said as she stopped her pacing.
Well, this is all the time we have for today, so wait in the waiting room while I have a talk with your parents, okay?
Dr. Regina said as she opened her office door. Begrudgingly, Jessica nodded and left the office.
After I sat down in the waiting room, I pulled out my phone to look up some government officials' phone numbers or how to get in contact with them legally. It took some digging, but I found what I needed, however. I needed to get Sonic in my captivity before I called them. So I thought of a plan on how to do it.
Meanwhile, with Dr. Regina, Dana, and Jess in the office, Dr. Regina was talking to them.
So how is she, Dr. Regina?
Dana asked nervously.
I'm afraid she is not gonna give up her hate on a hedgehog named Sonic.
Dr. Regina said sadly.
Oh, so you couldn't get through to her at all?
Jess asked cautiously.
Yeah, if I can't get through to her by the end of 2 weeks, I am afraid we'll have to put her in a mental institution for extra help.
Dr. Regina said nervously, as to not upset Dinah and Jess too much.
We understand, thank you, Dr. Regina. See you tomorrow.
Dana said sadly as she and Jess left Dr. Regina's office.
Okay, Jessica, time to go home.
Jess said as they walked up to Jessica.
All right, let's get out of here.
Jessica exclaimed as they left the building. Meanwhile, with Sonic back at school, he was in music class playing the guitar.
Hey, Marina, I just realized something. I don't have an actual guitar, so I'm going to play in the blow angles without one of my own.
Sonic asked as he started to panic.
Who relax when we are practicing? We do it here so you can borrow that one while we're in here. Don't worry, since Tom and Maddie know about your plan to join the band, I'm sure they'll get you one soon.
Marina told Sonic supportively.
Thanks, Marina. So do we ever perform for a crowd? Because that would be awesome.
Sonic asked, feeling excited again.
Well, yes, just at school events, like talent shows and dances.
Crystal replied as she was playing on her keyboard.
Well, that's so cool. So when's the next one coming up?
Sonic asked curiously as he played the guitar happily.
Not for another month, but the next event is a musical showcase where all kinds of bands that the students are a part of can put on an epic concert.
Joy told Sonic excitedly.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun.
Sonic said as he played an epic short tone.
That one sounded incredible, dude.
Joy commended as he clapped his hands.
Thanks, Joy. Well, it looks like class is over.
Sonic said as he put the guitar away. Then they walked to lunch together. However, Sonic was lost in thought.
Who, Sonic, are you? Okay.
Marina asked when she noticed this.
I'm fine. I was just curious on how Jessica is doing. I know she's just all talk. And then I won't run into her for a month, but still something tells me that I shouldn't underestimate her.
Sonic said as they grabbed their lunch.
Well, I get what you mean, but let's not worry about that right now.
Crystal said reassuringly as they sat down.
Well, actually, there has been something I've been thinking about that won't stop playing over and over again in my head.
Sonic said as he thought about Jessica's threat to Marina from literally 24 hours ago.
Oh, what is it?
Joy asked curiously.
Well, it's about what Jessica said to Marina yesterday. Marina, what were they threatening to do to you exactly? Because that both confused and disturbed me.
Sonic asked cautiously.
Well, she cyberbullied me.
Marina said hesitantly as tears gently fell from her eyes. Sonic's point of view.
I couldn't believe that Jessica did something like that. I didn't know what it meant, but obviously it was serious. So I immediately hugged Marina to comfort her. I'm so sorry she did that to you, but what is cyberbullying exactly? I told her softly and I ended the hug.
Well, it's like leaving a mean comment online. What makes it worse than face-to-face bullying is that, unlike face-to-face where you can ignore them and it goes away instantly, it's there permanently online for others to see even if you do block the sender. So it starts to spread like a rumor.
Marina explained as she started to calm down, to my relief. So it like never goes away because others can see it, right? I was trying to make sense of this information.
Yep, exactly. If it weren't for these was thinking of becoming the now Blue Angles, I would have never gotten over it.
Marina said as she hugged Crystal and Joey. Oh, so that's the Blue Angles origin story. That's so sweet. I said as I realized what Marina meant.
Yeah, so trust me, loyalty is very important and valuable to us. We're always gonna stick by you and each other.
Joey said as he hugged all of us. After school, I headed home as I kept thinking about Jessica. I just couldn't get what she said and did out of my head. Jessica, why did she have to be so cruel to me and my friends? I mean, what did we do to her? I asked the air, knowing it wouldn't answer as I walked up to Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady's house. Hey, Ozzy, were you a good boy while I was at school? I asked and petted him when he greeted me at the door. Of course, he just licked my face excitedly. I'll take that as a yes, I said as I got him to stop.
Hey Sonic, how was school?
Pretzel Lady asked as I walked into the living room. It was great. No bullies today, and I found out when the Blue Angels perform next. I told her happily as I sat down on the couch contentedly.
That's wonderful to hear, Sonic. So when is the gig?
Pretzel Lady asked me as she sat next to me.